When Tim told me he wanted to do Kingdom of Wishes, my first thought was, well, what is Kingdom of Wishes? And as he started to explain it, I started thinking, oh, that's a lot. How are we going to do that?
I've never dealt with puppets before, and my first initial reaction, once Tim was like, oh, hey, you want to be a puppeteer, was, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into?
But as we started doing it and it was working out, I mean, not to say that it always worked out, we definitely had some rough moments, I started to feel more confident and felt like we could actually do this.
I'm an actor, so it really challenged me to do something I've never done before, and it really forces you to do a lot more, because when you're acting on stage, you have your body to work with, but when you're doing puppeteering, you're only using your hands and your voice, so you've really got to make everything come through with that puppet. So it was a really fun challenge.
I puppeteered the owl. I guess I puppeteered Peyton for a short spell.
Yeah, and that big blue puppet.
Oh yeah! How could I forget about that one? Yeah, and I'm trying to pick bags of chips off the... Yeah, that's right. That was quite a chore.
I wouldn't really consider myself much of a puppeteer, but I did do some puppeteering in this series. A lot of just kind of like fill-in. It wasn't that I was necessarily any of the characters.
I honestly really enjoyed being Santa. He's just that lovable, kind of hapless, hopeless puppet that everybody likes, and you just want to feel sorry for and can't help but love him. So I like the challenge.
We had a lot of technical difficulties with Kingdom of Wishes.
Having to deal with the fact that we had a limited amount of electricity because we couldn't plug in anything.
So we don't have a portable recording studio, so we kind of had to improvise. I have a laptop and Tim has a microphone, and so what we ended up doing was plugging that microphone into my laptop, taking it, and then the laptop would record the audio, and my laptop would overheat because we were filming in the middle of the summer, so it's hot outside and then it's just running constantly, and the battery would die, and we'd be like halfway filming a scene and then someone would go check the computer and see that it hadn't been recording audio for the past half hour.
Some of the environmental issues, cars going by.
You have to stop a lot and pause, wait for a car to go by, hurry up and shoot.
The series has taken us 5 months to kind of put together. 2 months of that was filming on location, which was a totally new experience for us. We originally thought it would take us a month. We were only filming on weekends because we are busy people and we work, and we were having other people help us, so we had to work around other schedules as well. But because of the technical difficulties, it actually ended up taking us 2 months of filming on location, and then the other 3 months were spent with editing and green screen. By far the most exhausting project we've ever done for Tim's Puppet Pals. A lot of our videos are mostly just like short skits. Those usually take us like 2 days, like maybe 1 day of coming up with an idea and then 1 day of filming and editing. Like, it's really short. But this was months and months of work. We had to write a script that was much longer than anything that we've ever written before. We had to start using other people that weren't family, and that was a challenge in itself to find people that were willing to help us. And we had never filmed on location before. We had never had like episodes that all tied together. And had music in the background. There were so many people that had to play a bigger part in this.
The hardest part of Kingdom of Wishes filming was dealing with the on-location stuff.
We call them the lava rocks, the big rocks that we're all standing on. The very first time you see those, when it's right after the birth cycle, you can kind of tell from the shot, those are really uneven rocks, and they're also extremely sharp. And I was wearing sandals because those are the shoes that Amelia wears, and I didn't realize how rough the terrain was going to be. And so it was extremely challenging to navigate walking through there and get all our equipment into the middle of these giant, unsteady, sharp rocks. I got a bunch of scratches on my feet, and my feet got all dirty. It was really gross. Next time we shot at the lava rocks, I wore hiking boots. It was much better.
Special shout out to Bill McClendon, who was my favorite person to work with, because him and I clicked so well. And be on the lookout for the bonus commentary with me and Bill. We
were very blessed to have the help of my father with kind of taming the public. My dad is a really good talker, and he's a teacher, and he likes explaining stuff, and he loves talking to people. And so especially when we filmed at the Stone House, which is the castle. My dad kind of stayed down because the castle was up a little bit, and people would walk by and they'd want to ask questions, and my dad would just like talk to them and explain for them, and it was really cool. People really didn't bother us at all, which was really awesome, and a lot of people were interested, and we gave them our information, and hopefully they checked out our videos.
My favorite part was helping out. I mean, of course, I liked looking at the finished product, but helping out was really fun, just to see just how much work is involved, how much fun you can have doing that. You know, being part of the, you know, you have one or two writers, you and Lily, but being there and helping give shape to the scene, that to me was really cool.
A lot of people are curious as to whether there's going to be a second season of Kingdom of Wishes, and the answer to that is possibly, and if there is, it's not going to be for a while. This was a very big project, and it took a lot of time and a lot of energy, and in the process of making Kingdom of Wishes, a lot of new ideas for new videos have been created, and we want to have the opportunity to give those to you guys as well before we release another season of Kingdom of Wishes. But hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and if you guys really enjoy it, then that might up the chances of there being a second season.